Hello, and welcome to the ISBA Section and Committee Officers Conference. I'm Paula Halderman, ISBA President for 2013-14. First, please accept my appreciation for your commitment to the association and to our profession. As you know, section councils and committees are the backbone of the ISBA, and your leadership is vital to the success of these groups. In this video, I'm going to briefly discuss what I expect of you in 2013-14 and provide some suggestions for having a successful year. You will then hear from 3 ISBA staff directors who will separately address legislative activities, continuing legal education programming, and ISBA publications. In the coming year, I'm asking that you focus on 3 tasks. 1. As you prepare to lead your council or committee, set realistic goals. You should select a limited number of worthwhile but doable projects, 2 or 3, and then devote full resources to making the projects successful. 2. Understand and embrace your fiduciary role by being fiscally responsible with your meetings and projects. Money does matter, and our councils and committees have been very good at staying within budget. 3. Remember that ISBA's most important responsibility is to provide great services to our members. This should guide all of your efforts. And here are 4 suggestions to help you have a good year. Have productive meetings that are meaningful and use time efficiently. Your members will appreciate it. Hold meetings only when you really need to have a meeting. Meetings for meeting's sake can waste members' time and money. Keep your board liaison informed, as the liaison is your direct connection to the Board of Governors. And ISBA staff is here to help you. Your staff liaison will make your job easier. I'm looking forward to serving as your president, and I'm really looking forward to working with you. Have a great year. Thanks so much.
Hi, I'm Jim Covington. I am Director of Legislative Affairs for the Illinois State Bar Association, and I'd like to welcome you to the legislative part of your training. This is an opportunity to explain to you how your efforts affect our efforts in Springfield from our end of the legislative funnel. We use listserv discussion groups because of the speed of response that is required to be effective at the State House. This spring, the General Assembly filed more than 6,200 bills. Only 600 were sent to the governor. We review them as they are introduced and then refer them to relevant sections and committees. We use the traffic on your discussion groups to triage bills to determine what is important and what is not important, which determines how much effort we put into a bill. A couple of suggestions on discussion group email traffic. First, it's not private. Unfortunately, the only thing that prevents a section member from forwarding on to the world the rest of the section's comments is good manners. So please make your comments judicious. Second, I can't go tell a legislator that their bill is stupid, even if it is. What they respect is a concise explanation of what problems their bill will cause. Third, what legislators prefer to hear is advice on how their bill can be fixed. It's much nicer for us to tell them, if you amend your bill to do this, we'll be fine, rather than no. Fourth, your members must understand that the legislative summaries at the front of every bill may not be accurate. The summaries are fine for you all to individually triage a bill, but to give us advice, you must look at the actual text of the legislation. Fifth, if you don't get a bill that you think you should, just call or email us and we'll send it right out to you. Concerning the collating of discussion traffic, you may do it in any way you want, but we have found that sections committees that form a legislative subcommittee of not less than 3, no more than 5 members is effective in responding within the required time frames. I would like to end with a request that you call or email me about legislation that interests you. I often write about legislation in eclipse because I'm not sure what the bill means or what its unintended consequences may be. I'm hoping to hear from you to answer these questions, and that's why I write about it. Thank you.
Hello, ISBA officers. We have rolled out the red carpet to welcome you to our ISBA studio. So sit back, grab some popcorn, and get ready for take 1 in the ISBA studio. I'm Jeannie Heaton, your Director of CLE, and I want to thank you for your many contributions to ISBA Law Ed in the past and offer a few CLE highlights for you. First, I want to give you a close-up look at our ISBA studio, where we're asking most sections and committees to produce not just one, but 2 short live webcasts this year. You'll see we have recording equipment for our videographer who's capable of editing in your PowerPoint slides, so please include them. We have cameras, lights, a green screen which will be used later in my presentation, the ISBA backdrop, and a table for our speakers to present in the preferred talk show interview format. My colleague, Tiffany Bordenkircher, was unable to join me today to demonstrate the talk show format, but I wanted to introduce her to you because she is the primary staff contact for your CLE coordinators and your speakers. For a real demonstration from a pro on how to do the interview format, please join us at our faculty development program on Friday morning during annual meeting. Now, I want to highlight our top tips for doing great law ed programs. First, please read the CLE chapter in your officer's training manual. Next, send your CLE coordinator to the training program on Saturday morning of annual meeting. If you've not done so, please appoint a lead CLE coordinator. You can now access all the CLE resources you need on the ISBA website. We have a CLE coordinator webpage with submission deadlines, proposal forms, your CLE liaison's name, and more. Our faculty webpage has information on upcoming training programs, a YouTube video with studio tips, and many other resources. If you don't find what you need online, please contact your CLE committee liaison or staff. We are here to help you. When you fill out your proposal forms, please fill them out thoroughly and completely by the deadline. This will help tremendously with publicity and promotions. In my final segment today, I want to give you the breaking news in ISBA CLE. As you may know, ISBA is now offering 15 hours of free online CLE per bar year to members. We select some of our top programs to go into the free CLE channel and rotate content every 6 months. Because this is giving ISBA more exposure, we ask that you really focus on quality this year, quality speakers, and quality materials. Additionally, because ISBA Law Ed attendance is experiencing the national trend away from live programs and toward online programs, we're reducing our live on-site program requests and increasing our studio program requests from you. Please check your officer's manual for these changes. Another new CLE development is that the MCLE board will now accredit more courses on technology, business development, and marketing, as long as the program is tailored for an attorney audience or application. We encourage you to offer these types of courses. Next, in an effort to link ISBA Law Ed and ISBA publications, we ask you to identify authors on some of your program topics for the IBJ, newsletters, or the ISBA blog at the time of your program proposal submission. Finally, we encourage you to have a couple of speakers come into the studio to record a short promotional YouTube video in the talk show format. We will record this prior to the program as a teaser for the program and as a way to offer some information of value to our members about the program. In conclusion, thank you for coming up with those great topics and for identifying those great speakers for ISBA Law Ed. Remember, ISBA is here to help you with all the other program details. So, enjoy your popcorn and let's have another great year of ISBA Law Ed. Thank you.
I'm Mark Mathewson, Director of Publications for the ISBA. I'm here today for one reason, really. That's to remind you how important your section newsletter is. In fact, for those of you who lead groups with a paid membership, and that's all sections and a few committees, nothing you do is more important than your newsletter. The many rank and file members of your group don't attend your meetings, they don't participate in the great discussions, and they don't meet the interesting people around your table. But they do get your newsletter, which is their most visible and tangible benefit of membership. We at the ISBA promise section members a quarterly newsletter, and with few exceptions, that's what they get. In some cases, they get as many as 12 issues a year. Thanks to you and your hardworking editors, the ISBA has the largest and most productive newsletter program of any state bar association. So what can you do as a section leader to help your editors produce a great newsletter? A couple of things. First, you can make newsletter production a standing agenda item. Monitor newsletter progress and make sure you're helping your editors meet their production goals. Brainstorm topics at your meetings. Assign council members to write articles and find ways to reward those who do. Believe me, your editors appreciate this kind of support. Second, select your newsletter editors as early as you can in the bar year and communicate that choice to Katie Underwood, who manages our newsletter program. Remember that up to 2 of your editors are entitled to reimbursement, even if they are not members of your council or committee. Again, thanks for all you do for the ISBA. Have a great year, and let us on the ISBA staff know what we can do to help you.